Next up, everybody, we're thrilled to welcome Congressman Chris Pappas from New Hampshire. Congressman Pappas has been active with the PFAS issue, as well as many of these congressmen and women have. We're thrilled to have him back. He is an important piece to National Cancer Prevention Workshop. Welcome, Congressman Pappas.
Hello, everyone, and thank you to Less Cancer for organizing this program. I'm pleased to join you once again as you focus your attention on the important conversation about keeping our communities healthy, mitigating risk, and improving our collective health. Your mission to make change and reduce the risk of cancer through education and advocacy is so crucial. I know this approach is important to the health and well-being of my constituents in New Hampshire. Ours is a state with a rich history of environmental protection and conservation. We're often named one of the healthiest and best states in which to live in the entire country. But alarmingly, according to the CDC, we also have the highest rate of pediatric cancer in the country, as well as above average rates of bladder, kidney, and thyroid cancers. We can't ignore the environmental contamination that has links to chronic conditions, including cancer. That's why I will continue to work with my colleagues to take on PFAS contamination in our environment and drinking water. Forever chemicals like PFAS have contaminated water sources in communities across my district for decades. In order for us to take on this issue effectively, we need a whole-of-government approach that brings together science, public health, and regulatory agencies so we can protect our families and our neighbors. At the local level, residents need to know the basic facts and health information about their water and their environment so they can protect themselves and ensure their families are safe. Advocates and organizations in my district have demonstrated an incredible amount of power in providing this information, in pushing policymakers, and in holding bad actors accountable. I think of the Merrimack Water Warriors and the group Testing for Peas, who are champions for our communities. And my friend Mindy Messmer has dedicated herself for years to this cause. It's because of them that New Hampshire residents are better informed about how to stay healthy and are engaged in how to take action and make a difference. As a member of Congress, I'm inspired by their actions and I'm buoyed by the efforts of individuals all across the country who are giving voice to this cause. In my first term, I joined the PFAS Task Force. It's a bipartisan group of lawmakers who are working together to take on these toxic forever chemicals and reduce occurrences of cancer that may result from the poisoning of our drinking water. In the last 2 years, we accomplished a lot. We established an interagency working group to coordinate federal activities regarding PFAS contamination. We banned the Department of Defense from using non-essential items containing PFOAs, including toxic firefighting foam. We increased funding for a CDC study on the health implications of these forever chemicals in drinking water. But looking ahead, there's so much more to do. We need national drinking water standards to ensure that our water is safe to drink. We need to pass a bill that I introduced that would, for the first time, require EPA to regulate PFAS under the Clean Water Act. The bill would prohibit indirect discharges of industrial PFAS into wastewater treatment centers and come up with guidelines for PFAS in our environment and in our surface water. These toxic forever chemicals are found in every state and in every congressional district in the country. And I'm confident that we can continue to build the kind of support we need to make bold, significant change. Ultimately, there's nothing more important than the health and safety of people. And we must work together as partners to take action and to work to change regulations which allow our children and our families to continue to be exposed to contamination like this. I'm grateful for groups like Less Cancer and the advocates that are gathered today, because without you, we couldn't be successful at raising this conversation and taking on things like PFAS contamination. We know cancer is something that touches all of our families. And the pandemic has shown that we are all connected in terms of our health and our well-being, and that we ignore science at our peril. I look forward to the work ahead in this Congress, particularly as we partner with a new administration on priorities that are crucial to the American people. I want to thank you for all that you do as you work to realize a future that is safer, healthier, and more prosperous for us all. So please be safe, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon.